Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video I'm gonna give you the comprehensive analysis and information of what's happening in Canada. So guys, Canada is definitely not in good shape like many other countries in the world because of this Omicron spread. So today it has registered 20,699 cases, and this has shattered the previous record of 14,465. Now this single day high was seen in British Columbia, Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. Quebec had like a huge number, 9,397 cases just from Quebec. From Ontario it was 5790. So this is like huge, and it has even broken the previous record. For Ontario, the previous record of single day was 4812, and for Quebec it's what 6361. Both have been shattered. Now in Montreal, like every one out of 5 getting tested for COVID-19 is positive, and 90% of the infections involve Omicron variant. So it's really high, and the maximum cases they are observing in between 18 to 44 years of age. So this is really huge. I mean, when you compare the numbers than what it used to be. Now at the same time, what I found that several studies have indicated that Omicron is milder than Delta in terms of symptoms when it comes to variants. But again, like the way it is highly infectious and the way it can bypass vaccines, that makes it troublesome, no doubt. Now let me give you more information on what's happening around. In Alberta, 1625 new cases were reported. So, and now because of the testing is reaching the capacity, the government have ordered, like, if you show symptoms, instead of going for RT-PCR, go for rapid test to reduce the burden on the system, because even system has a limited capacity. Now the lab capacity is strained not only there, even in Quebec or Ontario also. Saskatchewan, in the province of Saskatchewan, 194 new cases were reported, and it's gonna be like they are predicting much higher cases down the line. In New Brunswick, they have like 257 new cases, and they are urging the people to keep the gathering small, especially during this festival time. In Nova Scotia, again, like new high, 689 new cases, and 556 cases in Manitoba. Like in Manitoba now, if you go for a test, result is supposed to come after 4 days because they have reached the capacity. So you can imagine the catastrophic impact it has on the testing system. So this is happening even in Manitoba as well now. Prince Edward Island, it has got 35 new cases. Now they have restricted wedding and funeral reception as well as wakes and visitation. Organized gatherings such as worship services, wedding, funeral ceremonies, concert will be capped at 50 people. Unbelievable, like so many restrictions have come through. Newfoundland and Labrador is back to COVID alert level 3, and they have like 100 new cases, and it's too much. In the Yukon territory, 9 new cases were reported. Nunavut have already restricted lot of things, and now even they have gone for regional wise restriction, like in and out of the capital cities for essential purpose only. And they have also ordered some businesses like swimming pool, theater, hair and nail salons to close. Restaurants are limited to take out only. Indoor gatherings to home are limited to 5 people plus household members. It's too high. I mean, too much of restrictions. In Northwest Territories, people identified as the contact of someone who has COVID-19 has to isolate 10 days mandatorily regardless of the vaccination status. So this is what is happening across Canada, and it's like a grim picture. But the positivities I have taken, again, it's my analysis, I could be wrong as well. Like based on the articles I read about studies of Omicron, it's milder, but yes, it's much more infectious. So the plan of provinces to, especially in Ontario, of giving people booster dosages is something should be really highly prioritized, and that is what is going on in that direction. So hopefully things do come back on track with this. Thanks for watching, guys.